Hello students, welcome to the next module. Today we'll be discussing about question number 4 of the back exercise, page number 221, chapter electricity. The question number 4 states, two wires of same material and equal length and equal diameters are first connected in series and then in parallel in a circuit. The ratio of the heat produced in series and parallel combination will be. Remember, if there are two conducting wires, and they are of the same material, length and diameter. Remember, the resistance of the two will be the same. Let us assume that resistance to be R and R. So first of all, if they are connected in series, their equivalent resistance will be R plus R, which is 2R. And if they are connected in parallel, your equivalent resistance will be 2 by R, 1 upon Rp is 2 by R, or Rp is reciprocal, R by 2. Now, we have to find out the heat produced in series combination to the heat produced in the parallel combination. Let us assume the heat produced in series combination as Hs and in parallel combination as Hp. Now, as we know in the series arrangement, current remains the same. So we can use that particular formula, I square R into T, according to Joule's law of heating, where I and the resistance are into concern. Likewise, for calculating Hp, since potential drop remains the same, potential difference remains the same, we can use this particular formula. Right? So let us calculate Hs. Now, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR or I is equal to V upon R. So for calculating Hs, instead of I can use V upon R. Why? Because we have to find out the ratio. And to find out the ratio, we should have the same parameters as that of Hp. So this formula becomes, putting the value of I over here, V upon Rs square Rs into T, or V square upon Rs square into Rs into T. Putting the value of Rs, which is 2R, 2R square into 2R into T. So this is V square upon 4R square into 2R into T. R square and R, one time gets cancelled. So we have V square upon 2R into T. Likewise, we can calculate Hp. Hp, V square upon Rp into T. What is Rp? R by 2, or this is 2V square upon R into T. Now, ratio Hs upon Hp, V square upon 2R into T divided by 2V square upon R into T. So we have V square into T upon 2R into R upon 2V square T. Right? This R and R gets cancelled. V square T gets cancelled. We are left with 1 upon 4. So the ratio obtained of the heat produced in series combination to that in parallel combination is 1:4. So our option C is correct in that case. I hope it's clear to you, students. Moving on to question number 5. In question number 5, we have, how is a voltmeter connected in a circuit to measure the potential difference between the 2 points? Remember, it is always connected in parallel, right? Likewise, we discuss about question number 6. A copper wire has diameter 0.5 mm and resistivity 1.6 into 10 raised to power 8 minus 8 ohm meter. How will the length of this wire What will be the length of this wire to make the resistance as 10 ohms? We have to calculate the value of L. Remember, here look at the units. We have to make them constant. If resistivity is in ohm meters, this diameters must be in meters. So it can be 0.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meters. Right? So diameter is 0.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meters. So radius is half of that. Why do we have to find out the radius? So that we can calculate the area, which is 0.25 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meters. Likewise, we have area as pi r square. So this is 3.14 into 0.25 into 10 raised to power minus 3 whole square. That is pi r square. And we already know the formula. R is equal to rho L upon A. We have to simply calculate L. So represent this formula in terms of L. So it is RA upon rho. What is R? 10. What is A? Upon rho, which is ohm meters. So this is 10 into 3.14 into 10 raised to power minus 6 into 0.25 whole square upon 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 8. On further simplifying, 10 into 3.14 will give us 31.4 into 10 raised to power minus 6 into, bring this up, 10 raised to power 8 into 0.0625 upon 1.6. So once we solve this, our length comes out to be 122.72 meters. Right? The next part of this question, that is, how much does the resistance change if the diameter is doubled? Now, what is the value of resistance? Let it be R dash when the diameter is doubled. Now, earlier the diameter was 0.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meters. Now, if it is doubled, that is, it becomes 0.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3 into 2. So the diameter now becomes 1 into 10 raised to power minus 3. So radius becomes 0.5 into 10 raised to power minus 3. So likewise we can calculate the resistance. Remember, R is equal to rho L upon A. Since the material is unchanged, rho value will remain same. L that we have calculated, and area is pi r square. So once we solve this, we get it as 2.5 ohm as our resistance. Right? I hope you can solve this out. Exponential. Okay. With this, we come to question number 7. In question number 7, we have the values of current I flowing in a given resistor for a corresponding value of potential difference across the resistor are given below. So we are given a table for I and V. So when I is 0.5, V is 1.6. When I is 1, 2, 3 and 4. This becomes 3.4, 6.7, 10.2 and 13.2. Remember, A VI graph is basically a straight line. We'll be plotting V here and I here. Now V values, let us take this as say 1. Or let us take it as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14, right? And let us take this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So once we plot the graph, it should be a straight line. So when I is 0.5, V is 1.6. So 1.6, let's say 0.5 will be somewhere here. 1.6 will be somewhere here. So this is the intersection, right? Likewise at 1 ampere, this is in ampere and this is in volts, the potential difference. When current is 1 ampere, the value of V is 3.4. So 3 will be somewhere here at the center and we can plot this as 3.4. Likewise at 2, it is 6.7. So let us take it as here. At 3, it is 10.2. At 4, it is 13.2. You can take it as here approximately. So once whatever values we get, we can join it with a straight line. Remember, a VI graph is a straight line. Since I have not drawn it to scale, you'll be drawing it to scale to get a straight line. After this, we have to simply graphically calculate the value of R. Remember, R is the slope of VI graph. And what is the slope? At any 2 points, what I can do is, I can find out the ratio of V and I. Let me take this as 2 points A and B, right? So my value of V, from here I'll drop a perpendicular on the y-axis and correspondingly on the x-axis. So what is the slope here? It will be VB minus VA upon IB minus IA. So what is VB at 3 and 2? 10.2 minus 6.7, and this is 3 minus 2. So what values do we get for R? VB at this particular point is 10.2 and at 2, when I is 2, it is 6.7. So we get a 5. So the value of resistance is 3.5 ohm. And anywhere if you will calculate this value, it will be approximately coming out to be the same, right? You can note this down. Let me calculate this value for another 2 points, for this and this. So I get R is equal to 3.4 minus 1.6 upon 1 minus 0.5. So this is 8. This is 1.8 upon 0.5. So this is 18 upon 5. 3.6 ohms. Right? Likewise, we have calculated for this. We can calculate for these two. R is 6.7 minus 3.4 upon 2 minus 1. That is 3.3 ohm. So more or less they are constant, but not exactly the same. Then for these two values, if I calculate, This comes out to be 3 ohms. So we can find out the mean of these values. How many values are there? We have calculated 4 values. 1 for this, 2 for this, third for this, and fourth for this. So this is 3.5 plus 3.6 plus 3.3 plus 3 divided by 4, which will give us the approximate value. So this is 13.4 divided by 4. So it is approximately 3.35 ohms. 4 3s are 12. 1 times 4 3s are 12 again. Then 20. 4 5s are 20. So your approximate value is 3.35 ohms. If it exactly comes out equal, had it been 3.3 or 3.4 or 3.5 at all the points, then we would have assumed those values. Since we are getting a little different values, we have taken out the mean of all the values. This is how you will do question number 7. Moving on to question number 8. When a 12-volt battery is connected across an unknown resistance, there is a current of 2.5 milliampere in the circuit. Find the value of resistance. So here potential difference is 12 volt. Current is 2.5 milliampere into 10 raised to power minus 3 amperes. Simply we have to calculate R. Remember V is equal to IR, or R is V upon I. So we have 12 upon 2.5 to 10 raised to power minus 3. And what is this equal to? Right? 4.8 into 1000. 1000 represents kilo. So this is written as 4.8 kilo ohm. Coming to question number 9. A battery of 9 volt is connected in series with resistors. Battery means potential difference is 9 volt. Resistors are of resistance 0.2 ohm, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 and 12 ohms. How much current will flow through? Current we have to calculate through resistance of 12 ohm. Means we have to calculate the value of I5, the current through resistor 5. Remember, all of them are connected in series, and in series arrangement current is constant. So whatever current will flow through 12 ohm resistance will also flow through 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 and 0.5 ohm resistances as well. So calculating first of all equivalent resistance. The addition of all the 5 values. So that comes out to be 13.4 ohm. Right? Now according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Since I have to calculate I, it will be V upon R. I is constant for series. So it will be constant. It will be the same through the 12 ohm resistance as well. So V in this case is 9 and equivalent resistance is 13.4. So this comes out to be 0.67 ampere. So same current will flow through all the resistances, all the resistors. Clear question number 9? Coming to question number 10. How many 176 ohm resistors are required to carry 5 ampere on a 220 volt line? So we are given resistors whose resistance is 176. V is 220, I is 5 ampere. Now it is asked that how many 176 ohm resistors are to be connected in parallel. So let us say X resistors of 176 ohm are connected in parallel. So if they are connected in parallel, remember our equivalent resistance will be how much? 1 upon R1, 1 upon R2, so many times till X, because we have to connect X number of resistors in parallel. Now each of the resistance is how much? 176 plus 176. How many times we have to add this up? X times. So if we add anything X number of times, what is its answer? X into 176. Because let's say an example, if I am adding 3 times, I know I'll get the answer 9. Or I'm adding 3 times means 3 into 3 is also equal to 9. So this is the concept I've used here. I'm adding 176 X number of times. So its resultant is X into 1 upon 176. This is the value of 1 upon Rp. So Rp is 176 upon X. Right? Now, this resistance is supported by how much? 220 volt and current of 5 ampere. And we also know that R is equal to V upon I. So that is 220 upon 5. So in other words, this resistance Rp is supported by 220 volts and 5 ampere of current. And how much is this? 176 upon X, 220 upon 5. So X is 5 into 176 upon 220. Remember, we can simplify this. 5 4s are 20, 4s are 11 6s are, 11 1s are, 11 6s are, 11 4s are. So that's 4. So how many resistors? 4 resistors are to be connected in parallel of rating 176 ohm so as to support a supply voltage of 220 volt and 5 ampere. I hope it's clear to you, students. Please practice till question number 10 until we start with